Good morning, Lana Scott Lighthouse. So, guys, I've been meditating this morning, and I actually have some work I have to do today. But I decided to meditate really strongly for about, I've been sitting here over 30 minutes, and I decided to do a drop reading. So I did one with major energies, and then I pulled runes again to get underlying energies. And what I've got today is overall, I've got tear, special attainment, understanding, justice, on your spiritual journey. Okay, and it being Sunday overall, I think this is a good rune to get. Okay, also I keep feeling justice, so somebody's going to find out something that they needed to know. Okay, and then as a minor energy, because next I had Iwas for movement, Anzu, and Wonjo for joy. And the second readings that I pulled for the minor energies was these three was Kina's Soilu and reversed Fihu. So I use them as sub energies. So Kina's going along with Tear is an opening up, and it could be on an inner level with yourself, like maybe you will suddenly understand something, have some kind of inner guidance, inner growth. Maybe you will heal a wound or something that, maybe something that no longer serves you, and you say, I'm tired of crying over this, and it happened years ago. I'm gonna let it go. So you heal yourself. So it's also illumination, light coming out of the darkness. To me, it's just speaking of, because we have Tear above here, which to me is just always on your spiritual journey, is some kind of healing. Something opens up and you decide you're just letting some kind of shit go. Okay? And the reason why I say that is because next we have movement. We have Iwas. And it could be physical or an inner journey. On a physical level, to me, it means it's talking about progress, either physically moving or you're getting some kind of cooperation from somebody, okay, that somebody's helping you with something, okay. And on an inner level, inner journey, maybe during your sleep you actually projected somewhere, okay, and you learned something in your dream state, or you've learned how to somewhat, in some way, control your own will. In other words, you're not wasting energy no more. You're moving forward, either, like I said, innerly or outwardly. On the inner level, you're controlling your will and what's worth your time, what's not worth your time. On an outer level, maybe you are physically going somewhere, or maybe even actually moving from one place to another, or because of this understanding or whatever, maybe you're taking a road trip. Okay, it just depends on the person. Okay. And then for a minor energy, I got Soilu, which Soilu is success, vitality. So on an inner level, or it's what I keep getting is vitality, success, something fortunate due to this movement. Something on an inner level is talking about, to me, your higher self gets the wisdom that your outer self misses. In other words, your higher self something goes click. And you go, oh, I get it, but not your outer self. In other words, you're unaware of it. Okay, you're totally unaware of it, but on your higher self understands for your journey of movement that this is needed, or this growth is needed, or in some way it's a positive thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's also talking about like, this spiritual thing is, or enlightenment is from the divine, with the divine's blessing. Okay. The divine is, how can I say this? Your higher self figures something out that your outer self does not know. In other words, your brain doesn't know, but your soul gets it, okay? And then the divine kind of like smiles in you and says, yes, go with my blessings. Does that make sense? That's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, is like, just the divine hand reaching out, like on those tarot cards where they show a hand coming out of a cloud. That's kind of how I see the divine. It's coming out and it's saying, hey, Good, you do get it. Okay, because your outer self doesn't always need to know, but your inner self does. So somehow your inner self, something goes click, and it's something that snaps into place for your particular journey. I don't know who needs to hear that, but that's what I just heard in my head. So somebody needs to hear that. That even if you don't understand, you don't need to. Your higher self does, and it will all be clear at some time in the future. And the reason why I say that is because next we have Anzu. Anzu is signals, messages on an inner level or on an outer level. Okay? Communication, understanding, you'll get it. The divine will give you messages, and you'll get this inner wisdom and understanding. And like I said, on the outer side, your current self doesn't really understand, okay? But how can I explain this? Your current inner self on an outer level also will at some point understand that this is vital for you to know, okay? So your inner self is going to know first, and then at some point you're going to, when the divine is ready, it's going to tell you on a physical self, and you're going to know. But then we have reverse Fihu, which it means you're going to have to give up something. Something on a physical level, you're going to have to lighten your load in some kind of way, okay? Something, you're going to have to let something go. You're going to have to maybe something physical. Maybe you're trying to bring too much crap with you. Does that make sense? Okay. Or maybe you're trying to hang on to some old stuff you need to let go of. Maybe that's part of what the message is. But at any rate, reverse Fihu is just telling me you got to let go of something. Okay. But overall, in the end, all of this is going to create immense joy. Rather, this is newfound peace or love. It's some kind of good news comes in. It's either for you or for the whole tribe. Maybe you on an inner level get some kind of new connectedness with the divine that your outer level knows. But at any rate, you find balance with the divine. Finally, you finally get some kind of balance with the divine on an inner level. On an outer level, you and other people that are connected with you, like I was talking when I was telling y'all about some kind of cooperation back here from another, okay? There's just going to be joy all the way around, and everybody's going to be happy. You personally, you're going to be happy on the inside and the outside. In other words, your soul's going to be happy, but your outer self's going to be happy as well. Does that make sense? So, even though you had to give something up. All right, guys. I think this is an awesome reading. And, like I said, sometimes I have to play with the stones. So I dropped them, I pulled them out, and I got, for the major messages, I got this, and then from the minor messages, I got this. Okay, so, and I did it as a major and a minor energy reading. But at any rate, guys, you can look at it as either something that's just your spiritual journey on the inside, or you may be having something on the inner journey, on your soul may be having some things happening, as well as your outside physical self. Maybe they may be going, having the same journey, just in a different way. Okay, does that make sense? All right, guys, that's what I got. I think this is an awesome read. I really, really, really do. And me personally, I'll just give up whatever I got to. Matter of fact, I got to clean this place anyway. I got a bunch of stuff from the past I got to let go of. All right, guys, I thought this was just an awesome reading, and this is for whoever needs to hear this. Overall, what this message is telling me is that overall, your soul is growing. You're definitely moving forward. Physically, mentally, on the outside, you might be physically moving to a new place, a better place, or maybe you're going to go somewhere where, maybe you're somewhere now where you're physically not happy, mentally, emotionally not happy, but something's going to come in, and you're gonna find some more happiness somewhere else with more people of your tribe, or maybe you're going to go on a vacation. I don't know. Movement just means movement. But at any rate, seeing Wunjo there, guys, that's just total joy. No matter how you look at it, that's just total joy. Even if you had to give up some possessions along the way, you can always rebuild that shit. All right, guys, be a light in the darkness. This is, Keena's is definitely talking about illumination and understanding stuff. And even if you don't understand it, your inner soul will understand it. And it's vital to your journey. That's what I got for you today. Whoever needs to hear this message, be a light in the darkness, guys. If you know someone that needs to hear this, send it to them. Rather it be friend, relative, who knows, shoot. Maybe you got somebody you're not talking to right now that you feel like they need to hear it. And you're like, I don't want to talk to you anymore, but you know what? You need to hear this. Now, whether they listen to it or not is totally up to them. But if you tried, you did the right thing. You see what I'm saying? So, somebody I know needs to hear this message today. And rather you just look at the stuff on the outside or the stuff on the inside, or you look at both, because some people will think about the inside part, others will think about the outside part, and still others will say, well, how is this on my whole soul's journey and me moving forward as a healer, or in whatever way I'm supposed to help people, or whatever, however the message resonates with you. It's going to resonate differently for everybody because everybody's different. Y'all have a blessed Sunday. Blessed be Lana Scott Lighthouse.